Alright, we should be live. We're back. There's a draft token in the shop the other day, so we got another one of those, and we're just gonna throw that into the pot and start playing Marvel superheroes. Alright, so what did we open? Heroic Feast. Probably not. At least I'm hoping not. I don't think it's unplayable or even a bad card, but I have to believe that there will be better cards. Either the Flying Man of War or the Masters of Evil. It's probably stronger than this overall. Patriot's really good. I think I'm gonna take Justice. Man of War was already a good card. A Flying Man of War is exponentially better overall. Primal Vigor. This is everybody who makes tokens makes double tokens. Yeah. This copies activate or triggered ability you control from a creature source. It is a triggered ability from a creature source if I just wanted to keep taking legendary blue creatures. See where we go from there. There's no crazy removal spell or super bomby other common or uncommon, so yeah, I'm down. Alright, Claw is another triggered ability I would not mind copying. Making them discard 2 cards is really good. It's creature source, not hero, right? Yeah. Claw is definitely a villain. Bullseye is okay. We say the Nay is good. Team Tactics is really dumb. But I think it would be at its worst in blue-red. So I think I'm going to take Claw because I think he's stronger than like Bullseye or Hellcat would be with what I have. And if I wind up blue-black, I think he's a little bit better than we say the Nay, but only a little bit. Flash 2/2 that can't be blocked. Giant size flying ant is okay. I cannot imagine taking Zemo here. I can't imagine taking Zemo in most cases, but it's the triple black. Like, that's just so hard to pull off. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 2/1 villain token with Menace and put a plan counter on this. I'm going to be in blue-black, so I have to imagine I can draw extra cards. The Mindslaver effect is probably not going to happen because you need to have gotten 7 counters on this thing, and that is 14 power worth of very difficult to block creatures. So yeah, if you are controlling your opponent's turn, it was probably their last turn, and then they are going to die. Stature versus one of these ways to draw extra cards. I think I'm down for Stature, honestly. That could be wrong, though. I might have desperately wanted Red Room Recruit there. Also, this is a fun one to copy with Echo for 1 mana. So, you can only activate Power Up once, but it can resolve as many times as it is on the stack, so you're not activating again, you are copying the activated ability on the stack. Lord of Atlantis is funny, but I didn't first pick Namor, so that's not happening. I do really like Kingpin's Enforcers. I think I need the Red Room Recruit, though, with what I have. I think that's slightly better. Now take Masters of Evil. 8th pick, see if we wheel the other Masters of Evil over AIM Labs. There is a chance I'm going to wheel the other Masters of Evil. I'm wondering if I just want aim labs here, but I think that's too risky. Also, I do have a plan to go tutor for now, so. And yeah, I did not get them back. Alright, I have a bunch of heroes, I have a bunch of villains, decoy ploy. Probably better overall than the hand ninja. That does make me feel a lot better about taking the Masters of Evil when I have Construct a Cosmic Cube. Because making all of those things 4-2 Menace ends a game real darn quick. Also boosting Ghost when she's unblockable. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, loses a life, and I gain a life. There's a part of me that's wondering if I just want the rare land to have for the collection. Because I'm not a huge fan of Hydra Infiltration. I think I am taking the rare land here. Widow's Bite, pretty easy. Visions of Villainy is a draw spell, and I do have enough villains. What's my hero to villain ratio? 3 heroes, 4 villains. I keep drafting villain decks. At least this time, I won't be taking Mjolnir if I get it. Most likely. There is a very, very slim chance that the pack will be absolutely terrible for me, and I'll just take Mjolnir because that'll be my 3rd one, so that'll all but cross Mjolnir off of the list of mythics I can open from the set. That's an interesting question. I think I'm taking Visions, but that opened the door a little bit for a splash, and I might have wanted to consider that. I'm going to take Dark Deed. I think this is one of, if not the best black card outside of Doctor Doom. Like, it kills almost everything in the set that you need it to. And this pack isn't even close either. Like, I would probably, if this were not in the pack, I would take the Doombot and be sad. So, I do like Titania, but I'm pretty sure I'm out of Mask. I'm sorry, she's draw my 2nd card each turn, make a 2-1 villain, and this is draw my 2nd card each turn, make a 2-1 villain. Alright, anything that is capable of drawing me a... She is a 5-mana 3-2. She does Connive. I think the removal spell... Like, I'm not going to get many more chances at strong removal spells like that. I think I have to take the removal spell. I don't think she's coming back either, so... Alright, so when I discard a card, I may exile it from my graveyard. If I do, I can play it this turn. Versus another Decoy Ploy. I think I'll take Moonstone here over Decoy Ploy and the Legionnaire. Alright, every Red Room recruit from now until the end, barring like other good cantripping cards or conniving creatures that are just better, like the Leader. I could really use Uncommon Kang right now. I do not have artifacts at all for her, let alone... Yeah, give me the Doombot. I don't think I needed the Agents of Hydra, the 3-2 that can potentially make a 2-1. But when the Doombot is a 1-mana 1-1 flyer and later on a 4-4 flyer, you are not the draw spell I need. I am low-key tempted to grab this I Am Iron Man because it draws me a card, but I think this is actually Atlantis Attacks. I don't think I want a third Visions of Villainy. Mr. Fantastic. I don't make tokens. Right? Actually, no, I do, but the problem is I make the tokens by drawing the second card. I like the Roxxon employees. I think I'm going to take a second Widow's Bite. I am surprised at the volume of removal I am seeing. I am not used to this. She cares about artifacts. Yeah, I'm so not used to getting removal that now I'm regretting not taking Madame Mask. Yeah. I wish I had taken Madame Mask now. 6 mana to draw 2 cards. I'll take the 1/1. I can't imagine she wheels either. Alright, this was my pack. Black Widow's still here, but I don't really have... Herbie is a draw second card, right? I'm gonna take Herbie over the second Doombot. Yeah, I forget what pack she was in, but I think it might have been this one. I feel like she was either going to be second or third pick originally, and then I noticed the Cruel Alliance. Yeah. Give me a second Decoy, I think, over the second Doombot. Give me this terrible uncommon, because that's the only way I'm getting copies other than opening. So 7 villains, 3 heroes. Oh, and Herbie's not either. Nope, he's a Robot Scout. Photon. Nowhere near being able to cast her. So, there's that. Speedball cannot be killed by targeted removal. Unless he's all by himself, literally on board, like no other valid targets. Shield Deployment Drone is decent. Aim Scientist is fine. I'm just going to take another Dark Deed here. I don't think I need Walker for anything. I'm just going to take another Justice. Doubt the Futurist Forge will come back, though. Pay 2 life, copy target, activate your trigger ability you control from an artifact source. May choose new targets. It's a 2 mana 2/2. I think I'm just taking the Red Ribbon. Not Red Ribbon. Sorry. Wrong franchise. And we'll get there eventually, I'm sure. Red Room Recruit. Red Ribbon, of course, is the Red Ribbon Army from Dragon Ball and subsequent series. Crossbones, another Hour of Defeat. I might legitimately want Crossbones. But it is super tempting to take a second Hour. I think I'm actually good on removal. It is super tempting, though. Like, Hour of Defeat can just kill basically anything except for, Photon, Sentry, um, Captain Marvel once her shield count or once her indestructible counter's on. Yeah, be really good. Again, most of my ways to make tokens. Hey, actually no. Give me the stolen Stark tech. Let me protect some of my other scarier things if I wind up running either of them. Alright, so Hand Ninja, Hydra Person, Aim Scientist. What's the one on the left? It looks like it has a wide-brimmed hat and has, like, maybe a mask on. Yeah. Sorry, Fin Fang Foom. Well, I do think it's a good card, and if I can ever draft a Fin Fang Foom deck, will be pretty cool. Second Moonstone, probably not. I think this is Roxxon Brutes now. Bullseye, Doombot, Infiltration. I don't think I'm running Bullseye, but he's definitely good with Moonstone, though. I don't have a lot of ways to give her +2/+2, so I don't think Viv is what I'm looking for. Actually, the AIM Scientists connive, don't they? Yeah, okay. Get in the main deck, AIM Scientists. Like, the land cycling's okay. Them conniving when they hit is actually more relevant at this point. I like how the symbol for connive is currently, like, Kingpin doing the evil pyramid hand gesture. Do I want another... How is my curve looking? My 2-drop slot seems pretty decent. 3 Red Room recruits. Yeah, okay, so we're going to take the cantripping artifact that then draws 2 cards again later. I don't think I'm conniving quite enough for the Project Dreadlock guy. Or Deathlock, not Dreadlock. Alright. See what our deck looks like. I was gonna say, I definitely have more than enough cards. The question then becomes, what can I do with them and what can I cut? I think I have too many non-creatures right now. I think Stolen Stark Tech is kind of underwhelming. I can probably cut Moonstone at this point. I don't think I necessarily need Atlantis attacks. One Visions. Forge over the second one. One Decoy Ploy should be good. Probably one Widow's Bite with double Dark Deed. Cruel Alliance. And in fact, it might even be no Widow's Bites. Definitely an argument to be made for that. Yeah, I'm not usually a huge fan of cutting removal, but I wound up getting a lot of playable removal. It could be stature. Because she doesn't have as many synergies as the Doombot does. Yeah, I can see that. Alright, let's give it a shot. See how it plays. You have a couple heroes, but for the most part, continued down the path of villainy. Yeah, first draft, it's like Ultron. Second draft, it's like, hey, a lot of these things wind up being villains. Like, forget if I started. I think I started off with Squirrel Girl and wound up. One of the drafts I would start off with Squirrel Girl and then immediately abandoned her in favor of like the cards that I was seeing, because I wasn't seeing like good green at all. I mean, typical arena, but basic land cycling and connive means that I actually will find my third land on turn 3. Actually, yeah, we'll discard the Doombot here. I could Visions of Villainy if I don't draw a land here. Is that too greedy? If I don't draw a land off Visions of Villainy, it's going to feel terrible. Yeah, I think we have to cycle them and go get the island now. Play it. Because now Claw's up to 3. So he's gonna hit something there. I take 2 damage. Oh wait, no, because this isn't a villain aura thing. Okay. Alright, so they have 5 cards in hand. Could bounce their token with Justice. And that would give me the hero. And give them time to play out like another card, maybe. Oh, right, he's non-token. Alright, fine. Fine. I forgot he was non-token, honestly. Yeah. I'm not blocking particularly well with this one, so I might as well attack with it. Okay. I was gonna say, if they put the equipment on the 1/1... Oh, that's a pretty easy block on the 2/2 now. I was really hoping for a land there. Yeah, I was really hoping for a land. Let's see if we hit one. Good. Play my land. Play Claw. Let's see what they got going on. Nothing. They have nothing going on. Alright. Now, granted, I am at 13, but... Okay. What do I have in my graveyard? I have 1 hero and 2 villains. Alright, so let's play Echo then, with the idea that we're going to decoy ploy back my other things. Yep. It's still a bunch of damage, though. That is half my life total going away. Give me back the Doombot and Justice. Alright, so we cast this. Bounce the Doombot. Submit one. Copy that. Auto pay. Bounce that one. Cast my Doombot. And jam for 4. So yeah, without more mana, they can't play the Doombot and re-level it up and... Right? Or they have just enough? I think they have just enough. Ah, but they're going to equip that instead? Sure. Yeah, it's fine. Doombot's better long-term. That's true, I would gain life off of the teamwork. Alright. So yeah, let's exile that. Tap Claw for it. I gain the 3 life. And then either they trade Doombots here, which they're not going to do, or I will Dark Deed their Doombot after they spend their whole turn leveling it up. Alright. That takes a card away from them if they want to draw with it. So now their card draws me a card for them drawing a card. Yep. Hey, actually starting with a win. I think this is only like my 3rd draft of the format, but I'm pretty sure I lost my first game in both of my other drafts, which still went well, so. But the format's new, everybody's trying to figure things out. I get to cycle the Roxxon employees. I think this is fine. Assuming if I naturally draw a swamp, I'm not going to bother. I did not. Okay. So, we pass the turn, cycle at the end of their turn, or in response to the Wundergar. Another color. That is an obscene number of islands. Yeah, this is probably fine. Hush up, you. Nobody cares. That is the Absorbing Man. Okay, I was going to kill Absorbing Man, but now we're just going to bounce Absorbing Man for a turn. Make them replay him. Alright, they're 21. You notice I'm not spamming emotes and whatnot at you, while you take a moment to think about what you might want to do here. Alright, so he definitely attacked for 2. I think I just kill the Absorbing Man now, because he's going to turn into a land and give them 5 mana. That I'm going to leave on top, even though I don't have the second swamp yet. So that way I can construct the Cosmic Cube next turn. Oh, wow! And immediately regret all my life decisions. Because that is the leader, and I'm not going to beat the leader. Now that I've used a removal spell and left a non-removal spell on top of my deck. And I can't even hit a removal spell off the top here with Red Room Recruit because it'll be black, so I won't be able to cast it. Oh, that sucks. I probably shouldn't have played that island, honestly, even though I have the Masters of Evil. Oh, good. I'm just gonna get bodied by leader. Yeah. Yeah, no, I regret using the... Like, Absorbing Man was not a bad thing to use the removal on, but the leader is exponentially better. Leader's top 10 cards, I think. Yeah, I still put Captain Marvel at number 1. I think Doctor Doom clears Superhero Civil War, but I might be wrong about that. Would they discard a white card? Okay. Alright, let's cast Herbie. Draw. I'll decline. Get my 2/1. Play my Swamp. Jam for 2 in the air. Yeah, this is gonna be really hard to win if I do win at all, and I don't think I'm going to. Drawing another Swamp is actually helpful, because now... If the Red Room Recruit finds... Oh, good! Now the leader has Trample. Perfect. 10 out of 10, no notes. And only one of my things is an actual villain. Bright side, if I draw a land next turn, is I can play the Masters of Evil and the Red Room Recruit, discard whatever I draw off of it, make another 2/1 Menace villain that'll be a 4/2, and then kind of, maybe, do something here, but yeah. I have to believe that I'm going to lose. Like, they're getting to draw 2 extra cards a turn. Before anything else happens. They literally get to draw 3 cards a turn, discard 1. And if it's a spell, their creature gets better. 1, 2, 3... This is 9 damage. Yeah, I don't think I can win this game. This is 7 damage, and I'm losing my villain and something else, and that's if they have nothing. Yep. Sure. I assume they're taking my enchantment for funsies? Yep. Alright, well... Leader is out of range of all of my stuff, so... Except for the power-up one. Oh, I'm 1 mana short. Yep, okay. So yeah, they're at 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I mean, they'd only be going to 2 if I had the thing. Yep, and now the leader's indestructible. Although, the one thing exiles, so that doesn't actually matter. It more matters that he's going to be an 8 power... I'm sorry, 9 power, so I have to discard a card. Right, he got the counter from the one thing and the other thing, and now he's 11. So, pass to blockers. Go to 1. Go to my turn. And that doesn't do it. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Instant regret killing Absorbing Man. That is this format, though. Like, there are so many cards that would be correct to kill in most other formats, and it's like, yeah, no, the opponent isn't going to have something significantly better than this. In this format, it's like, they're going to have 5 cards better than this. And that's not even an exaggeration. Like, Absorbing Man is a 4/4 Vigilance mana dork at his worst. For 4 mana. Or 3 mana. He's blue, green, and 1. He's a 4/4 Vigilance mana dork. For 3 mana. Like, that's already crazy. I think I can discard the other one. I was going to discard probably Herbie at that point, but... Alright, there's my 4th land, so that's pretty good. And let's attack for 2, see if they do anything. Alright, for mana efficiency's sake, we're running out Claw. You do have to show me 2 cards at least, so... There's that. Oh, now they have to show me 3 cards. And they have 1 less card in hand. It's a triple whammy. Yeah, you can have your lands. Because they're showing me that they have the mana to cast that in 2 turns. So we're just gonna get rid of it. And move on with our lives. So if they do I was gonna say, if they do anything cool here, which they did not, Captain America's shield. Not gonna cut it here, we're just gonna play our good friend Herbie. Yeah, play that out. We do have a bunch of cantrips and card draw, so playing out the land, even though I do have conniving cards, probably still correct to do. I mean, normally you don't cast this, but I'm not going to do anything else with my mana this turn, because they haven't given me a reason to. But I want to make sure I don't have anything that's going to add to damage here, or... Yeah, 4 mana to kill my 2/1 that drew me a card. Solid. Love it. Alright. Let's see if we hit a land here. I don't need. Yeah, I think we're fine to lose Echo. Alright, so I have 2 2/3s, so I'm out of range of Mjolnir. They don't have double red for... Didn't have double red. Only for villains, so that won't let them cast Avengers Disassembled. The Masters of Evil... Oh no, that's the Ruinous Wrecking Crew. Sorry. I have the Masters of Evil. So they can make me lose 2 life. They can discard and draw. I don't have a token. Okay. Yes. I'm gonna hold a land here just in case they have one of the discard effects, like Hydra Infiltration or something. Yep. Let's get them dead. There's almost nothing they can have now that's going to save them here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so, opponent. Yep, they got rid of him, but it didn't gain them life, so... That's true, a 2-power creature there would have gained them enough life that would have bought them a turn. I'd say almost nothing saves them there. That is one of the cards that could have done it, though. Oh man, I can't wait to see what toys inside. Alright, aside from the opponent going first, seems pretty good. Well, unfortunately this is going to be a 1-2 most likely because I have way too many lands, but that does mean it is a 2-mana 1-2 that let me discard a land to draw a card. Yeah, theirs is better. Yeah, 4-3, they get to draw. Five, 4. Alright, that is probably worth killing now. Over deploying Ghost. Alright, send the robot hand back. Actually, what does he get? A 1-1 counter? Yeah, let's send mine back. Never mind. Like, their robot helper is good. It will let them draw cards off of their thing and possibly still have mana left over, but I'm pretty sure me getting to draw an extra card here and making my guy a 3-3 flyer is just going to be better. So this could be a We Say Thee Nay, which is going to get me regardless, so let's cast the thing they know about. Draw. Discard. Play a Swamp. Pass the turn back. Yeah, We Say Thee Nay is going to get me at some point in time, so... Let's flash out Ghost. Kill the Kree Sentinel. Bin a land. Play my land. Jam for 6. Yeah, they have a ton of cards in hand and like 4 more cards on the board, so... Well, they did tap out of We Say Thee Nay, if they have it, so... Actually, I should draw the cards first, see what we hit. Oh, right! They can improvise We Say Thee Nay. Gotcha. Okay, that's fine. Right, she improvises non-creature spells, not just artifacts. I knew that. My brother was playing her during the pre-release. Well, we got them to use it on Crossbones, who is decent but not insane, so... Play the Roxxon employees. They have another one? Okay. Yeah, I have more visions of Villainy. Yep. They have Justice. Alright. Oh, I'm in a lot of trouble now. Because now they get to hit me for 5 in the air. Putting me to 4. And they have their own Justice to attack me with next turn. So I need to come up with more than just making Justice a 4/4 here, and I don't really have that, so... Yeah. I guess we have to bounce Ironheart then, which will buff their Justice. Oh, they're just going to throw a truck at my face. Sure, you got it. That's okay, I didn't want to be part of this game anyway. Go ahead, truck. Take me to another world. Isekai me. Maybe I'll wake up in a world where I'll be the best at collectible card games, and it'll follow the Yu-Gi-Oh! Logic of if you're good at card games, you deserve to be a billionaire tech CEO. Well, I'm gonna keep this. I'll have to see what I can do. I have both my colors and a curve, so I have some card draw. I mean, I agree, opponent. Are they gonna claw me now? Okay. Because I would definitely claw them. Alright, let's see if they want to block, and... Oh, they're gonna... Yep. That's fine. Actually, kind of questionable, but... You know. Alright, now you gotta show me 2 cards instead of 1. Oh, I'm gonna take the removal spell. Now, this is a lot more risky for me, because if they have, like, Widow's Bite, I lose both creatures, but... It's not overly a concern. Alright. This Moonstone is here. Just gonna cast Crossbones. Why couldn't we be, like, beginning of MCU Echo, where she's still a villain? So I could trigger Crossbones by casting her. 2 damage in the air is fine. Let's play the Red Room Recruit first, see what we hit. Discard a Swamp. Play my land. I was gonna say, they might trade off Herbie for the Claw there. But realistically, they were definitely blocking with the 1/1, with the idea they were gonna get a 2/1 Menace, and now I'm gonna... Alright. Web Up gets rid of Crossbones, that's fine. I'm gonna say that still doesn't allow their 2/1 on the ground to attack. creature sources specifically. Alright, draw my card, see what we hit. The problem is I don't want to bounce Herbie. But we're just going to kill that. And yeah, I'll jam for 2 if they want to trade their 2/1 menace for my 2/2. That's fine. Don't want to bounce that one either. That one, is he non-land permanent? Actually, I could just bounce my own thing, right? Return up to 1 target. Actually, I could bounce both of them. That'd work. So I bounce the Red Room Recruit. And hold full control, please. So send that back to their hand. Submit 1. Activate Echo. Target that. Autopay. Bounce that. And pass turn. Right, let's forge again. Test that. We're almost definitely discarding lands here, but at least this way we get to burn through all of those lands off the top of my deck. Yeah. Alright, I'm a little behind on life. And I've got a ton of card draw going on here, so I'm in no rush. Do they get a thing? Whenever one or more creature cards are put into your graveyard from anywhere. Alright, so you don't want to attack into Herbie and give them a card if they want to chump. Yeah, can't really do anything about that. End of turn. Play that. Alright, Masters of Evil was a very good draw here. 3, 6, 10. Cut them in half. Yep. Alright, we outdrew them by a wide margin, burned through all of those extra lands. Thank you, Echo. Yep. Even have a hero and a villain in my hand, so no, I'm down. Alright, well, can't block her, so they won't be blocking me. I think in the interest, oh, no, I had to let tap the island. That was the only blue source I had. Because I have the Doombot, so. Yep, alright. I'm just going to return mine to my hand. 3/3 flyer. Yep, Spider-Woman's good. Teamwork 2? Yeah, alright. This will allow me to get rid of Spider-Woman so I can properly untap my thing if I want to. First things first, let's draw a card, see what other options we have. It is a sorcery, so I have to do it now if I want to do it. Yeah, unfortunately, them being blue-white means they are way more likely to exile and or lock down my creature. Oh, they're gonna pump stature to 4/4? Yep, okay. That's fine. Unfortunately, this is the best I can do this turn. Yep. Alright, well, I'm down to double block and try and trade, because if the double block goes wrong for me, I get to grab back a hero and a villain immediately. Be right back where I started. Yep. Ah. So they're going to get back theirs. And replay her. And I am going to get back mine. Do they have We Say Thee Nay also? Yeah, okay. It got me. Got me good. And a Doombot. Alright, what else you got in your hand? Actually, that might have been a mistake, because I get to see all 3 cards, so I should have... but if I bounce something else... So they only have the land in hand... Yeah, okay, I think I just have to bounce Stature then. It was either Stature or the Doombot. And Stature hits harder, so... At this point... They just have plain old Cosmic Cube. Not even constructing, just have the Cosmic Cube. Alright. Equal to the greatest power into Brute's Banner. Sure. Nah, this is going great for me. I'm having a wonderful time. We want to keep Claw over Justice, since Claw is a villain, so... I cast the Masters of Evil. Alright. I'm gonna say start rumbling, because I can only block 1 creature on their board right now anyway, so... But yeah, I am just in a bad place. They can pump Stature if they want to. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, if they do in response to the Cosmic Cube, I can block with the Masters of Evil, but that doesn't actually help. So... And now they just get to cast anything that they find. And now I don't get to block anyway. So, yep. Guess I'll die. Yeah, okay. All of their cards were better than mine. pretty much. So 3 and 3, not the worst considering I don't really have like any of the bombs from the format in this deck. I just had a bunch of good removal, so that was enough to carry me for 3 of my wins. What changes? I literally changed nothing. Don't you sass me. Let's go claim my prizes. Alright, so if you're watching this live, give me a minute, we'll do another one. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.